Have you stopped exercising because it's getting too hot? Are your energy levels low, your cravings have gone up, your sleep has become disturbed, and you're observing that your appetite is fluctuating day by day? Now, if summer has made out your workouts lazy, your routine has become inconsistent, your cravings have gone up, then this video is definitely for you. So most of my clients, they ask me now that in the summers it is becoming a very tough thing to maintain with their usual workout routine, to maintain with their weight loss schedule. So many of my clients, they ask me like during summers it really is becoming difficult to maintain their regular workout schedule. So why is it so difficult to lose weight during summers, and how can we fix this? So in today's video we are precisely going to understand this. Why is it really difficult to lose weight during summers, or rather why does summer disrupt our weight loss? What are the most common mistakes that people make? Secondly, I will give you some practical solutions and fixes to get your schedule on track. I will also give you a sample daily routine which you can follow this summer to help you to remain on track. So do watch the video till the end. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Now the summer season can totally put you off track. The heat is so much that working out and exercising feels impossible. Suddenly there is a change in your cravings. You feel that you're getting more hungry. So instead of thinking how hard can I push on in this summer season, we should change our approach. So you should think that how can you adopt your fat loss or weight loss strategy to the summer heat so that you can work with the body and also get the results that you want. So first let us understand the main problem, why does it feel so difficult to lose weight during summer, or why does summer disrupt our weight loss? Now because of the extreme heat, there is a lot of sweating happening. So when you are sweating, dehydration sets in, your body, the water levels in your body go down. Now the biggest problem with dehydration is that it sends a false trigger to you, and camouflages it. The thirst is camouflage and it makes you feel like that you are hungry. Again, your sleep quality drops. Now because you are unable to sleep well, because of the heat at night, even if you have a AC also, you still find that you are not able to adjust to the temperatures. Now even if you are sleeping inside a AC, the problem is that the AC does not adjust to your body temperature. So sometimes the temperature inside the room becomes very cool, you feel it is very chill, or sometimes it is not sufficient enough, and you are still feeling that heat. So the problem is that in summers you will observe that your sleep gets disrupted quite often. Now because you're not able to sleep, or your sleep quality is not up to the mark, it affects your recovery. So even if you are exercising well and there is no proper sleep, your recovery gets affected, because of which your next session of exercise also gets affected. This is the time also most people crave for sugary drinks. They like to drink cold drinks, soft drinks, or milkshakes. Now these are all calorie dense foods. They are adding a lot of extra calories to your body, which is why you will observe there is sudden weight gain also. So basically what is happening is that your full routine is getting disrupted. Just before summers you must have found yourself, when it was the winter season, everything was working fine, you were working out, you were having a good diet, and suddenly now everything gets disrupted. So the goal should not be to fight this summer, or it shouldn't be that you should try to do something extreme. The goal should be to redesign your routine. Now some of the most common mistakes that people make is that they stop exercising completely. Now because obviously the heat is going up, so you're going to sweat a lot. Sweating a lot makes you tired, it makes you feel exhausted. So people think now it's too hot to exercise, and that I will skip today's session, or I'll do it later. So when they skip one session, one day of workout becomes skipping 1 week, and slowly this becomes turns out that you have skipped workouts for almost a month. The second mistake that people make is consuming a lot of high sugary drinks. Now because you are dehydrated, you are sweating all the time, you are feeling extremely thirsty also. But instead of drinking plain water or drinking something healthy, most people opt for soft drinks, they opt for milkshakes, packaged juices. Now soft drinks, packaged juices, cold coffees, different juices, these are all coming with a lot of calories. A lot of summer weight gain comes precisely for this reason also. Now the third mistake people do is that they mistake dehydration for hunger. So actually you are dehydrated, you are thirsty, the body is sending you signals of thirst, but instead of drinking water, what you do is that you go and eat something, and no matter how much you eat, that thirst signal still remains there, and then you get into this cycle of eating, continuously. That's why whenever you feel the urge or the craving to eat something, always drink 1 glass of water and check. Most of the time, after you drink that 1 glass of water, this thirst will go away, and then you do not feel that hunger also. Summer dehydration, it causes fatigue, it causes headaches, then it also causes cravings, irritability. Now all of this, you think that if you eat food, will go away, but rather your body actually requires fluids and electrolytes. Another mistake people do is that they do very intense workouts during summers. They try to do long cardio sessions, they try to do HIIT workouts. Then they also try to do, very exhausting workouts where they are sweating in a lot. What happens is that when you are exercising too much, it leads to exhaustion. It can lead to dizziness also, and in worst cases, it can lead to burnout. It's not advisable also, to exercise very hard or very, with very high intensity during this heat. One very big misconception that people have is that sweating is equal to fat loss or weight loss. That is, they think that if they are sweating a lot, that means they are losing weight also. Now this is absolutely not true. When you are sweating, you are actually losing fluids from your body, or you are rather losing water from your body. So when you rehydrate back again, when you drink again back the fluids, all this all the fluids in the body will be replaced again. Sweating is not equal to fat loss, and most of the times I have seen that during summers people become all the more sedentary. They have stopped exercising, and worse still, they have become sedentary. They are staying indoors inside the AC and in one place, just relaxing. So if you have stopped your exercise, you have stopped your activity also, then 100% you are going to gain weight. So the heat is making the people to sit more, the movement has become less. You're consuming more food, you're consuming more calorie drinks. So there is lot of everything is happening in reverse. So activity levels have gone down, food consumption has gone up. So you will notice, most people find that they gain weight during this period. So summer weight gain doesn't happen, because of any one mistake, or having, missed one workout, or having one dinner, lunch outside. The main problem is that slowly your habits are fading away. All the good habits that probably you have developed all these months, once the summer sets in, or these habits start fading away. So let us understand now, how can we, make all these things work for us, how can we make changes, or rather I'll give you some practical solutions that will help you to continue with your workout regime or your diet. Now, number one, the biggest problem that happens is that exercise takes a big hit. Because of this heat, you don't feel like exercising, and it is very obvious. So what you can do is shift your exercise timing. So if you have been working out, during the daytime, either you can shift it early morning or late in the evening. This is because that is the time, it is not so hot, the sun is yet to come up. So early morning means somewhere around 5:30 to 8, between this period. And evening you can do it between 6 to 7:30. So try to avoid this 11 to 5 p.m. bracket. This is the time, when the heat is at the peak. So if you exercise early morning or late in the evening, then this will, give you the required energy also. If you're comfortable working out during the daytime, that's fine. But if you are finding to fit exercise into your schedule really difficult, these are the best timings that you can opt for. Only keep one thing in mind: do not exercise very late in the evening, after 8 o'clock. Because what will happen is that it will make you very fresh and active, and probably you may find it difficult to fall asleep. The second thing you should focus on is consistency. Now don't expect that during this period or during the summers you will be able to do workouts with that intensity which you were doing previously. Obviously, because of the heat, your intensity levels will come down, but see that you do not break the consistency, you do not take breaks from exercise. Most of the people think, if I cannot do a 45-minute workout, I shouldn't work out at all. Here is what goes wrong. Remember that summer is a time wherein you have to maintain your schedule. If you just keep this much in mind, that no matter what, I will not let go of my exercise, that itself is enough. So instead of doing 45 minutes, you could do 20-25 minutes of workout. This could be anything, whatever you feel like doing, whether it is strength training, cardio, but I would recommend, have a mix of all this. So practically, if you are able to, maintain the continuity, that itself is a big win. So instead of thinking, that you will have a perfect workout schedule, If you are able to just show up also, that itself is a big achievement. Third is hydration. Now the very reason that you're feeling low on energy, your cravings have gone up, there is fatigue all the time, the biggest reason is that you're dehydrated most of the time. No matter how much water you drink, you're sweating all the time, so you are losing fluids equally fast. So you have to keep a close watch on hydration, enough of water. Problem with people is that, they drink water only when they are thirsty. Thirst is a signal which is sent by the body when you are already dehydrated. So see that you are drinking water throughout the day, you do not allow the body to get dehydrated, because when there is enough fluid inside your body, enough water inside your body, you will be feeling fresh all the time, you will feel like going and exercising, and your hunger pangs will be kept in check, you won't feel unnecessary hunger. So what you can do is, when you wake up in the morning, about half a liter to 700 ml of water, this minimum this much of water should go inside you when you have woken up. Before you work out, you should at least drink 300 ml to 500 ml of water. That is around close to half a liter of water. So when you are exercising, you are already having enough fluids, and then you won't get exhausted easily. Also during the day, throughout the day, keep sipping water. Sipping of water will allow more water to get absorbed in the system. Now when you just gulp down water at one time, 1-2 glasses of water, that water is equally fast thrown out of the system. But if you sip water, that water is more better absorbed inside your system. So add natural electrolytes, like tender coconut water, buttermilk, then lemon water or nimbu pani. Now one of the biggest reasons why people overeat during summer is dehydration. In fact, this is a false hunger signal. Number 4 is eat cooling high volume foods. Summer can actually be a best time to lose weight. This is the time, when you prefer to have light foods. So if you use it to your advantage, it can be really helpful. So try to include fruits and vegetables which have very high water content in them. For example, watermelon, muskmelon, cucumbers, curd, buttermilk, sprouts. Also try to keep your food as light as possible. So try to avoid, very heavily spiced food. Also during summers, rice is a better option because it is high in water content. I know most of the people, try to avoid rice thinking that rice causes weight gain. This is absolutely a myth. Rice in fact will keep your system cooled. Number 5 is avoid sugar traps. Obviously this is a time when you feel very thirsty. So you end up drinking packaged juices or fresh juices, milkshakes, ice creams, then cold drinks, soft drinks. Now no matter how much you drink this, you will never feel satisfied, or you never feel that thirst going away. So what you do is you keep on drinking all this stuff. Now instead of drinking all this, if you had to drink plain water or natural waters like tender coconut water, these will not only hydrate you well, but they also provide you benefits like electrolytes, nutrients and minerals. So try to minimize on all this and try to drink more of water. Number 6 is to do shorter workouts. Now it is really difficult to do 45 minutes to 1 hour workout during this intense heat. It is getting very hot. So what you can do is, instead of doing this full workout at one time, you can break it into chunks. You can do probably a 10-minute walking session in the morning, a 10-minute resistance session in the other part of the day, and again finish off with 10 minutes of flexibility or yoga. Or you can even go for a walk after dinner for around 10 minutes. So when you are breaking your workout session into 10, 10, 10, you are doing shorter workouts, there is a better chance that you will stick to your workout regime. It's not about doing one perfect workout. It's about how much activity, how much movement you can do throughout the day. So instead of just sitting around, the moment you find yourself sitting for long, just get up and move about. So all these small things, when you incorporate, they go a long way. The problem is that we are sitting in one place, we are scrolling all the time, watching a mobile or TV. So we are in fact, the more sedentary we become, the lesser calories we are burning. Number 7 is prioritize sleep. Now sleep is one of the most important pillars in your weight loss journey. If you have a good sleep, your sleep quality is very good, then your chances of losing weight become better. Now this is because one night of bad sleep, the next day your hormones get messed up. Your leptin, ghrelin, these are the two hormones which regulate your appetite, they also get messed up. So you will observe that if you have not slept well, the next day you are feeling more hungry. Now this is because leptin the satiety hormone, its levels go down and ghrelin levels increase inside your body. So, try to, improve your sleep quality. You ensure that your room is cool enough. It is not neither less cool nor it is very chill, so it is in a very good temperature zone. Have a lighter dinner, avoid caffeine after 4 o'clock. If you're having tea, coffee, it will interfere with your sleep. Also sometimes, throughout the day you have been sweating, and it is becoming very, very uncomfortable. So if you could have a shower before going to bed, that will, give you a fresh feeling also. Number 8 is set summer specific goals. Now this is a phase, you have to cross this phase. You have to cross this summer. Now for that you will have to change your concept of, what is your goal towards weight loss. Now if you keep, for example, a goal like, I want to lose 5 kg weight, or 5 kg. The problem here is that you will be then focused only on losing those 5 kg. And if that doesn't happen, which most of the time, you find it difficult, to achieve these targets during summers, then you will get demotivated. Then there are chances that, you will go off track and then you are totally messing up. So instead of that, now shift your mindset, shift your approach towards weight loss. So instead of saying, I want to lose 5 kg this month, you set different goals. You say that, I will walk 8,000 steps in this month. You can set goals like, I will walk 8,000 steps daily. Then I will drink at least 2 to 2.5 liters of water every day. I will eat more of homemade meals. I will work out at least 4 times a week. Now, when you break the goals in this format, you will be able to achieve them, because now here your thought process is also changing. So when you complete your 8,000 steps or you complete your water target, then you will feel validated. You will feel like you have achieved. So that will keep your motivation levels high. So instead of focusing on the weight, what is the weight that you want to lose, you instead focus on, small targets that you can achieve. So when you focus on these behaviors, your habits will remain in place. And although you may not see, a big huge weight loss during this period, at least you have set in the right habits, and at least there will be no weight gain. Even if during summers you are able to maintain your weight, that itself is a big achievement. Now let me share with you a simple practical summer routine that you can follow. So this is a very basic routine. So for example, you wake up in the morning, the first thing is that you rehydrate your body. So you drink water, around half a liter of water, then you go for a walk probably in the morning. You come back, you have a proper wholesome breakfast. Now after the breakfast, somewhere in the midday, just before 1 to 2 hours before your lunch, you have water. In between your sipping water, again you have some water and some kind of fruit. Now always prefer seasonal fruit, especially summers. If you get fruits with high water content like watermelon, muskmelon, these fruits, or cucumbers. So these will not only provide fiber, they will provide nutrients, but they will also help in hydration. So midday you have again water, you have a fruit, then you have your lunch. Between lunch and your workout session, see that you have hydrated yourself. Then do your workout in the evening. As I told you, best time is to do somewhere after 5:30, 6 o'clock, when the sun starts setting down, that's an easier time to work out. Again, have an early dinner, keep it very light, and then go for a 10-minute light walk. So this is a very simple routine which you can easily follow. Here there is activity, there is movement. Then there is, you are even accommodating your workouts also. Now one of the most common questions that I get asked is that whether during this summer should we use AC while working out. Yes, it is actually better if you use the AC, but see that it is at a comfortable temperature. It shouldn't be very chilled, wherein the room is getting cooler more than usual. So see that you have it at a moderate temperature. Using the AC will make you feel comfortable during workouts. Today's video, you must have understood that summer doesn't make weight loss difficult. The only thing is that you will have to strategize accordingly. You will have to restructure everything. It is more about consistency than intensity. So try to follow all the solutions that I have provided in the video. Remember that as the weather changes, you will have to adapt according to it. You will have to again reschedule everything. So it's more about adaptation. It is more about getting in tune with the season. So if you remain flexible enough, it will be not that difficult. So I hope today's video was useful to you. Do comment below and let me know, what are the issues that you face during summer. That's all for today. Until the next video, do take good care of yourself. Bye bye.